Hi Paw Prince, back this time for the DM reading. I do read for the collective, so that means some bits may resonate, all of it may resonate, or none of it may resonate. And if none of it resonates, that just means this reading is not for you at this time. I also read with intuition, so I read with what I see and feel within the cards. If any of you watching ever want to send me any cards, I will have a wish list linked below in the description. So let's find out what's going on with the DM. Let's find out what's going on with the DM. What's going on with the DM? What's going on with the DM? So, right now there is some deceit going on, some lies, between both of them. They're both doing it, but they both don't know they're doing it, if that makes sense. So I'm feeling like both the DM and Karmic are having relations with someone else. I don't believe it is sexual relations. I believe that it's mainly the DM, but there are Karmics doing it too, but mainly the DMs are having a relationship. It's not fully sex, it's more like flirty, meeting up for like dinner dates, kissing, but there isn't sex involved. I'm also feeling like they are wanting to leave, and if they are going to leave, it's going to be at night time, because it's like they feel like nighttime is the less dramatic route to go. It's like that is the most quiet, where there's less hurdles, where they're not going to have the they're not going to have arguments, they're not going to have anyone know. It's like literally they're going to boom, done, gone. It's like they're going to have their shit packed already, ready to go for nighttime. It's like they've really thought this through, like they've really took the time, gone through every single possibility outcome, every way it could go, and they've kind of really paid attention to detail and really worked this from the ground up of how this could go and the best way they're going to go with it. It's like they can't tell anyone, and the reason is they're worried that if they tell anyone they know close to them, it's like if they tell anyone, they're afraid someone's going to step in and try and stop them. It's like the only person they can talk to is themselves, because it's the only person that can listen to their stupid fucking ideas that they think are really good ideas, but actually they're dumb fucking ideas. It's also, they're fooling themselves. They believe that they're gonna have this wonderful life if they take this route they're doing without dealing with the issues they have at hand. It just run like usual. So I think they're going to have this mysteriously outcome of a happy life, which is complete bullshit. It's like they know this is a risk leaving. It's like they know this is a risk leaving, but it's kind of like they're telling themselves it's a risk worth taking. Like the risk of them having a possible perfect life is worth it, but in fact they're not even going to have that perfect life. They're kind of fucking up like usual for themselves, really. I just want to get some I want to have a look at some triggers that the DM has that they need to be working on. So, some triggers. I'm feeling there are 3 triggers. So, some triggers. What are the triggers? What are the triggers? The triggers. What are the triggers? So, Okay. So, just going to focus over at these ones because I'm drawn to these ones. This feels like this is the main one for me. They have gone on. It's like they're not happy in their life achievements so far in life. It's like they don't feel like they've ever done enough. But the problem is I'm picking up that they've always tried to do what they think is going to shut a person up, what is best for someone else, never what's best for them. But it's like once they do what someone wants, but it isn't going right, they then say, what more do you want? But it's kind of like, you shouldn't be asking someone what more do they want. It should be what more do they want? Like the DM, what does the DM want? Because it's more about what the DM wants. They're always doing it for others, and how are they then going to complain about it? That's the main issue. But it's like, what the main issue they've got to deal with is learning to do things for themselves and not for others. But then this is like a two-part issue here. They're throwing hissy fits. Like one of the triggers is to stop doing things for other people, do more for yourself. But then the other trigger is stop crying about it. Because how the fuck are you going to sit there and cry when you're choosing to do, when you're actually going out your way and choosing to do it? No one's forcing you. You're choosing to do it for everyone but yourself. So how the fuck are you going to sit there and cry and act like a baby? Grow the fuck up. Either keep going down the route you're down, put up and shut up, or do something about it and actually get the fuck up and move on and do something for yourself. And lastly, they need to be a bit more childish in the sense of that if a child was running down the street, if a child runs down the street and falls over, they're going to get back up and carry on running off. They don't give a shit. Children don't give a shit, and that's the sort of attitude they need. They need a childlike attitude, as in not to give a shit in life. They need to do more for themselves, like I was saying, and less for somebody else. They need to do more for themselves and give less fucks about what someone else thinks. Because how can they expect to help? Because they're doing it for everyone else, thinking that's what everyone else needs. But how the hell are they going to sit there and try and give someone what they want when they can't even get it for themselves? You can't ever help someone if you can't help yourself first. So they're the main triggers I'm getting for the DMs. So I want to have a look at some like sort of like guidance and advice sort of about this whole situation. So some guidance and advice. Some guidance and advice. Oh, card just flung out at me. Oh, 2 cards did. Some guidance and advice. So, they really need to, like they said, the thought about leaving, they need to rethink over this and kind of take that break and really think about it, really think it over and really make sure it's the right choice, because I see they are going to leave. I'm definitely getting in this that they're going to leave, they're going to walk away, and there's going to be uproars and fire about it. There's going to be arguments, there's going to be screaming fits, there's Bob's your uncle sort of thing. They're going to be like, they didn't think it's going to be drama, there's drama. And they're not going to sit there and calm it. They're going to storm the weather. They're going to see it out. They're just going to let it play its course. But they're going to hide and run. If anyone tries to put the blame on them, they're kind of going to dart out the way and move out the way so it doesn't come to them. Because they think that once it all calms down, they're going to have this happy, luxurious life. But it isn't. It's that I can see that they're going to try and approach the DFs. And they are going to think that they're going to be able to speak to the DFs, and the DFs are going to be like, you know what, fuck you, fuck off. And this is kind of going to expose the divine masculines to the karmic of what they're actually really like. It's like they can hear from anyone that the DMs are toxic, but with the things they do, but it's like you have to see it to believe it sometimes, and they're kind of now going to see it. And it's kind of, they're kind of in a catch-22 really, because they're not going to be able to come back to the DFs, but also they're not really going to be able to fully be back with the karmic, because even if they get back with the karmic, it's going to be in the memory of their relationship of, he left me before, he's going to leave me again, sort of thing. So they really need to really think about this. Even though they're going to do it, it's really something they should think about. So that's what I'm getting for the DM. Thanks for watching.